What should Aaron Rodgers do? There's been a few things that he can do, a few things that are still not out of the realms of possibility. So a few of his options right now, he could request a trade. This is something that Brett Favre has come out and said. That Favre has come out and just said straight up, Rodgers should leave Green Bay. There's nothing left there for him. He should pull a Brett Favre, maybe not fully Brett Favre, and fake retire 3 times and then join 3 different teams or what have you. Join the Jets. One thing that Brett Favre did that Rodgers should definitely not do is join the Jets, then text a dick pic to one of the team employees.
I mean, you got to make them, you got to make it personal, man. You got to really make them feel like you know them already, man. You got to.
Do you send a picture of just the phallic member, or do you also send one like with your face in there too, so it's extra personal?
You got to. You got to get extra personal.
You got to put the face in.
You got to stare into their eyes.
Got to put the camera down all the way low, and then get the front camera going so you get both.
Yeah, man. You got to get that action in there, man. You got to make it personal. If you really want to join your new team and make an impression, all newcomers to the NFL, this is a lesson to you, man. If you haven't sent one yet, you're behind, man.
Oh, that's bad.
You should have sent one out right at the draft, right after they called your name, bro. You should have had a mass text.
The Fourth and Long podcast is in no any way, shape, or form recommending that people send pictures of unsolicited phallic pictures to anyone ever.
Unsolicited dick pics to anybody.
Don't do that. PSA. Okay, so he can request a trade. We see other landing spots like no one wants it, but there is a possibility. Aaron Rodgers to New England.
Ouch.
Or he could refuse to play. He could straight up just hold out, doing something like Yannick might do, what Le'Veon has done, do stuff like that. Or one of the other options, and honestly the best option, the option that would prove a lot of Aaron Rodgers haters wrong, is actually retiring.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Retire, go to the Vikings. Trevor. Or he should coach up Jordan Love and actually take the high road on this for once in his life. Treat Jordan Love as someone that's not family, because we know how bad his family history is and how bad he treats them. But he can actually treat Jordan Love as a friend. Well,
a son.
Maybe
I don't know.
Treat him the opposite. So Aaron should think of his family and then do the opposite with Jordan Love.
Yeah, I think the best case scenario for him is to kind of take Jordan Love under his arm, under his wing, for probably at least the next 2 seasons.
At least one season, right? At least one.
The Packers, other than not drafting a receiver this year, their team's still pretty solid. They just in the NFC Championship game.
They haven't lost many pieces.
They haven't lost too many pieces. They could easily go back to the NFC Championship game. I think he should play his heart out for at least the next 2 seasons. Treat Jordan Love with love, no pun intended.
Like he does Danica Patrick every night.
Yeah. And then, honestly, just if the time comes where Jordan Love takes over and you still feel like you can play, move on to another team. If not, you retire at that point. But I feel like you have to take the high road here. It's not, this is how this game works. Mm-hmm. The team's not going to wait till you retire to draft your successor. They want to get them in there. And honestly, I understand why it could be seen as disrespectful, but at the same time, you should kind of take this as a sign of respect. Because your team wants you still there. They didn't release you and draft a guy. They kept you there because they know how great you are.
Exactly.
And they want somebody to be like you. They want the team to, kind of leave your image there, even if you're not there. So
this isn't just for now. This is gonna, however he handles the situation, this is going to show up on his legacy as a player and as the type of player he is. We all know his legacy is almost set on his abilities on the field. But it's not set. His legacy is still not really like that team guy that everyone loves to have in the locker room. He's not known as that guy. He's known as a guy that can go sling a football and throw Hail Marys 20 times a game and score touchdowns in 18 of those 20 Hail Marys.
And get injured, take 20 ibuprofen, come back and throw a game-winning
Bro, he was on something a little more than ibuprofen. That post-game interview was so funny. That was one of the favorite things I've ever watched.
He's on so many painkillers.
He was high. He was so high.
He was on so many painkillers.
I saw the interview, and just the way he was talking, the look in the eyes, I'm like, dude's high. Straight up.
They most likely gave him some type of pill, and he was like, I still feel like crap. And they called the coach, and the coach was like, man, give him some weed.
He was on.
They gave him Stephen A. And Stephen A. was like, let's see it happen.
He was on that good morphine shots is what that dude was on.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers, whatever he does, he should take the high road. He should not request a trade. He should especially not sit out. Shouldn't retire by any means. He should instead coach up Jordan Love for a season or two and move on. Because we all know Aaron Rodgers isn't going to finish his career in Green Bay unless he signs that 1 day contract when he does eventually retire. But man, it's for the future. Just leave a good mark on the game. That's what it comes down to.
He was the one who had to take over for Brett Favre when Brett Favre had to leave, and so you kind of have to understand it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was your time to start. Brett Favre wasn't bad by any means at that point when you took over. You kind of at this point have to say it was bound to happen to me. It's bound to happen to most quarterbacks.
The thing is, don't take it like a personal attack.
It's not a personal
it's
attack.
99% of moves and trades and deals that happen in the NFL, what 99% of them come down to is a business decision. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how tight you are with the owner, with the head coach, and how good you are with the fans and the franchise. It's a business. The NFL is cutthroat as hell, and they really don't care. Look at Peyton Manning in Indianapolis. After 1 year off from surgeries, Colts cut him. They cut him, and that was that. And then Peyton Manning goes on to make 2 Super Bowl appearances, win one with the Broncos. Go Broncos. But there was no love in that. And so, Aaron, play.
It could be worse.
Coach up Jordan Love. Exactly. It could be worse.